What up, what up? No, I'm not going to an interview, but thank you for thinking I look nice. I actually have my senior photos today in an hour-ish, so that actually does have nothing at all to do with this video, though, because we're going to be able to... Am I lagging? What? Alright, so there's the draft. I was lagging, by the way. I had to restart my game. Impact damage, I think. But... yeah, so I have been working quite a bit, working like a dog at my, yeah, that activates King, okay. At my real life job that hopefully I won't need because of YouTube, but, okay, I feel like I look like hella chopped in this John, but whatever. But I do have a couple funny stories, actually. Coincidentally, I decided to start actually talking to people I work with, and look what happens. I get some content out of it, actually, so might have to start doing that a little bit more. This guy, all right, dude, really? Please go for the Ronin. Oh my god, way to make that the most like inconvenient just P.E.K.K.A ever. Let's see what those modifiers though. Give me that. Yeah, give me that knockback. Because both of those cards have better modifiers that I'm like looking to save for. The place anywhere is really good, but I'm also trying to look for that what's it called? The in like the 5 Evo snowball thing. So for now we're just gonna go with this, I think. And okay. Let's see. That's gonna knock that away. And so I'm gonna what? Son, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, alright, get that out of here, please. If that Goblin Barrel killed Musketeer, though, this Goblin Barrel card would be, like, the best ever. But we're just gonna go for this. Maybe he plays something that dies. My cat's trying to jump up here. But, yeah. You know what? I will tell that story at the... I don't actually know what the recording's at. It says I've been recording for, like, 5 minutes, but that's because I had to fix the lag. Yeah, I think I like that one. Nope, sorry. But, alright, can I do something about this, actually? Because that is, like, really, really annoying. Okay, we gotta go for this over here. Yo. Chill on that, bro. Chill on that. But, yeah, so... oh, my God. I will tell those stories after this game. How about that? Because I gotta maximize my watch time. So... oh, yeah, as you can see, I am wearing pants, by the way. I don't know if you thought you just saw, like, the meat mountain that I have in my pants, the Arby's meat mountain, but that was not what you saw. That was actually just my wiener. But, yeah, so, you know what, actually? Okay, this game, this is, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of my explosive thing. Also, sorry, this video might be kind of short. But hopefully not. I don't even know why I'm apologizing. But, alright, let's find our footing here. This is a little bit AIDS that I haven't, like, actually sat down yet. Alright, so, but you know what? This game is practically over. Why don't I go start with the stories, okay? So, I'll give you the least embarrassing one first, and then I'll give you the most embarrassing one second. In case you didn't understand how numeric order goes, 1 is before 2. So, just clarifying that for any idiots watching. Oh, look at that. Okay. But, also, you know what? I think I'm going to play half of this challenge in this video, or like a third of it or something, and then play the rest in another video. But, the least embarrassing story that happened here. So, I work retail, okay? Which is, this is, you know what, okay, I cut out the draft in the last video, but for the purpose of the story, I'm going to keep it in. I always leave it in, by the way, just so you know, ladies. But, I work the fitting rooms, which is, I'm sure I guess if you're not from America or something, I assume that's a thing in other countries, but basically, it's where you go and try on clothes. I work in a clothes store, okay? And I have the key to unlock stuff. So, because we don't want them to just be open to the public, free reign, because then people will be like clapping cheeks in there. So, we like to keep that locked until somebody needs it, and then I unlock it. Regardless, there are a lot of very attractive women that my age that go in there, and I was working. I was sort of just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, and then an angel appears out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, I'm not religious. I'm not being raptured. What is this? I'm at my job. That for the Mega Knight. As it turns out, that wasn't an angel. That was just a human. So I'm like, okay, wow. I am terribly socially inept, so I really hope I don't have to talk to this girl because she's too pretty for me to be able to function. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you, she wanted a fitting room. So here I am sitting there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do go through my spiel, basically. Then I approach this godforsaken door. What do I need, by the way? Big spell, probably, right? Yeah. This door that, just lo and behold, is apparently the worst door ever. So I walk up, I unlock it. The key sort of struggling to, finagle it in there. It's acting up. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't the only bad thing about this door. So I go to open it. I'm like, is this thing unlocked? I sort of wiggle it a little bit. I try to pull it. It doesn't budge. It does not budge. Also, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I actually have nothing. I didn't take an air card, did I? I didn't. Okay. I'm an idiot. I wasn't paying attention really, though, so that's my excuse, but whatever. Yeah, I actually don't have a single air card. Wow. Unless, I guess I get the Ronin multiplier or modifier. Jesus. Anyway, though, this game somehow is already over before it even started. Great. Okay, my cat's tweaking over there. But, I go to open this door, and it's stuck, right? So I grab on top of the door. I grab the doorknob, and I just yank it as hard as I can. The door doesn't move an inch. Not even an atom. So, which actually, thankfully for the entire universe, I didn't accidentally split an atom while doing that, or we'd all be disintegrated, or whatever, however that works. So, you're welcome, actually. Maybe I saved us all by doing that. But, I think just rocket, because party rocket's too good, right? But yeah, that, and of course, if you have any experience being a person that lives in the world, and, I don't know why I was about to say experience like 8 times, but experiencing, like, how things work, that energy had to go somewhere. So, I can thank Isaac Newton for this one, but that John sent me back into, like, this, like, ladder thing with shoes, with like the shoe wall right here. And, yeah, I basically lost all of my aura. I should have taken Mother Witch. Oh, good thing it's still my turn. Lost all of my aura in front of this certified Big T approved baddie, which was a little bit embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as this next story, though, and I don't even know if that was an embarrassing story to you. It was pretty embarrassing to be there, trust me, but this one in particular, let me just get out of the way, okay, by premising. This was not done intentionally, I promise, because you'll see that it kind of makes me seem like an asshole if it was, and I had no way of knowing the set of circumstances that this story relies on here to be embarrassing, okay? There was nothing I could have done about this, so just clearing that up. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I was never mind. I was gonna make a joke about how I was sucking wiener, but I was not doing that. It was a joke, but it would have been pretty funny. What is that? Okay. Yo, whatever. Anyway, so skeleton army, buddy. Oh, dang. Okay. You know what? Let's just stun that so we can just get that on the tower. All right. Anyway, so I pull up to work. As I said, I haven't really talked to my coworkers because I'm a loser. But today, or not today, but this day that this occurred, I decided, you know what? This kid I haven't seen yet. He actually approached me first, so he was a nice kid. But I was like, you know what? Why don't I, like, give it a chance? It being a normal human being. So, splash damage. I'm just waiting for that party rocket or waiting for that cluster rocket. So I don't even want to waste a rocket, like, modifier because I'm just going to get a different one. So this kid's pretty chill, actually. So he goes up to me. He's like, yo, what's up? Like, my name is Ben. It's not Ben. And his homie Brent. No, that's just confusing for you, actually. How about Ben and Kevin? So Ben walks up to me. He's like, what's up? We start, chatting. Didn't mean to say that like I lived in the UK. That was actually not on purpose, I swear to God. But he was like, yo, what's up? Like, we started talking about whatever, school, whatnot. Just sort of small talk, random stuff that, frankly, I don't think either of us were interested in, but it's just to get to know each other. We didn't compare penis sizes, though, which I'm sure he would have been impressed if that conversation came up. So, or embarrassed, so whatever. But that's not one of the talking points of what happened. But, we're getting amongst it, chatting. And basically, his boy comes over, right? He's about to leave or something. He's like, all right, yo, what's up? My name is, what did I say? Kevin. My name's Kevin, like, what's up? Daps up his homeboy. I dap up the other guy because I'm going to go, like, do my job that I'm getting paid for. And he daps me up normally. It's like I don't know if you've watched the new, Jesus Christ, the new Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man and Ned, spoiler alert, kind of, I guess mute for like 10 seconds. If you haven't seen it, it's not that big of a deal, though. But where he daps up Ned at the end, right? And he's like, oh my God, like, I know you from somewhere. Like, oh my God, I've seen you on Pornhub before. But that happens. That's all fine. The second dude rolls up. I have something in my throat. This is actually, like, really annoying. So sorry. It's probably annoying for you, too, to listen to me clear my throat, like, constantly. Whatever, though. Anyway, we're going to put this at the way back. If this hits my E-barbs, I'm going to cry. It didn't. Whatever. Oh, my God. Anyway, we won. Okay, but anyway, I go for a dap, and socially, you never go for a dap with your left hand. That's just sort of like bro code. If you know, like, that you just don't do that. So I'm confused why he goes up for a dap with his left hand, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hold out my right hand and just wait for him to switch, because it's like, kind of, what are you doing? A little bit. Lo and behold, he doesn't. So he doesn't even twitch. So I know he's not moving. I'm just like, all right, fine. Lefty. Feels like my hand's gonna fall off. Clankiest dap ever. By the way, just sort of a side note. But regardless, I get through that hellscape of a dap and I go, lefty. Because, like, sort of being like, hey, like sort of joking about how he didn't move his hand right. Just sort of a lighthearted joke, right? Just sort of trying to establish myself as that type of guy to both of them, as I haven't really talked to these kids before. His boy, which he's friends with, Bob, or Ben, or whatever I called him, something with a B, was like, lefty. Like, sort of like there was some sort of inside joke between them, which I was like, all right, didn't think much of it. I actually didn't think anything of it. Anyway, the first kid left, Ben left. I'm chilling, I'm doing my job. I'm sort of, just talking to girls. No, I'm not. Getting numbers. No, I'm not. And eventually, my shift is up. My bread time, my making bread window is over, and I get to go home. It's like that clip of that girl in the taxi saying, like, where are we going? And she's like, home. So I don't have a win condition. I have suspicious bush and princess. I can't talk today for some reason. Anyway, yeah, jump attack. But anyway, I start leaving. I gotta go grab my stuff, my dildo in the back. I come up to the front and okay, he didn't. All right, wait. Oh, it's like the super jump. And I'm like, all right, dapping everybody up. I know better than to dap this kid with my right hand. I dapped up everybody. I did him last. He was at the front, which is where I clock out, so had to do him last. Yeah, what the hell is that goofy modifier, bruh? I swear that's not even good, by the way. That actually might just be a nerf, because it's like, now he's not gonna, now he has to, yeah, he has to play a whole, like, witch for my princess now. Okay, this is a little bit inconvenient, but whatever. Anyway, I go for a dap. Not quite yet. I'm clocking out. I peep him doing something. He was doing something. He was like checking somebody out, right? He was scanning stuff. And I similar to Santa Claus's naughty and nice list, I check it once. I check it twice. And I sort of realize he doesn't have a hand. Like, he's not a like, I don't think he is a lefty because, like, it looks like it's his offhand, like, just by the way he does stuff and how he does stuff. But this dude doesn't have a right hand. So, I am, like, in awe that, like, I feel really bad if somehow you get a hold of this video. Your name is not Kevin, but you know who you are. You work with me. Sorry. I did not mean that. Also, what? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to continue this story some other time. I will see you in the next one. Peace.